What's up, nerds? How's it going? And welcome back to Medieval 2 Total War. And it is the summer of 1152, if I'm not mistaken. And we're sort of in a pickle, alright? The royal coffers are running dry just a little bit. And if we remember last time, I had just took over Wales, and I believe that's the Welsh area. And I had... For some crazy reason, I decided to go along with the Pope and start a crusade, or submit an army to the Crusades. I think I'm going to opt out of the Crusade, as most Englishmen opt out of everything when it comes to a lot of historical things. But you know, hey, that's how it goes sometimes. So yeah, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to cancel the Crusade. I'm not going to have those guys go to the Crusades because I really want to focus on taking over Scotland and then Ireland. I really want that to be my entire domain. And then of course I'm going to be having an issue here in Bruges. I know I just settled things with the Portuguese, which was really silly. So we're gonna see how that goes. So we're gonna go ahead, and I think we're gonna be making some money. Projected totals, profits. Okay, yeah. So we are going to have to just cut down on spending just a little bit, if we can. But I know that there are quite a few things that we need, such as land clearances and roads and things like that. So that's something that I'm gonna have to really do. So I'm gonna go ahead and move my large army up towards the Scottish border, and we're going to take out the Scots. Now the other thing is too, I know Antwerp, I think we were building some men. Let me build a priest here, or and then I'm going to go ahead and actually where is it? Oh, brothel. Then I can get an assassin and stuff like that later, because we are going to go after those other cardinals. All right. So let's go ahead and end the turn and move on. And also, I have I found my I found that those videos I was talking about with the BBC Kids Show Horrible Histories, and I listened to the song, and I was like, yeah, I know the song now. Of course, I can't sing it because of copyright issues, but not that I would sing it to the way that they sung it, but the thing is that I remembered all my English monarchs. I may not remember all their significance, but when it comes to English monarchs, I do mean the actual kings and queens of United England, not the individual English monarchs that had their own petty kingdoms within England. I'm talking about United England. But we'll get into that later. Okay, so we've just increased. Let's go ahead and get that brothel here. We have an inquisitor. That's never a good thing. Can't do anything about the land clearance. I converted this to a town. Alright, that army is going to head up in that direction. Alright, I think so far we can go ahead and jump. Oh, well, we can get paved roads. But it's just for trade and stuff like that. Let's see. What is he? He's doing coal, I think. I could probably get another merchant. No, I can't. Gonna have to wait. Alright, that's fine. We'll go ahead and scoop them up. The whole... No.
Perhaps we can agree on this another time.
I don't think I'll ever become a vassal of you, Holy Roman Empire. It's just not going to work out. Oh, I didn't work things over with the Portuguese.
The enemy has surrounded us. We besiege.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and marry. It's totally okay. I guess they're still kind of sore. Oh, the entire army deserted. Great. So that means I'm going to need troops. Well, I figured that was going to happen.
Honor, sire.
Alright, so let's send these peasants back to... Let's disband these peasants. I have to disband individually. I can't do it collectively. Okay.
Hail, my king.
We are going to build some units here. Alright. Billmen for sure. We need the billmen. We'll take a couple of the peasant archers. 2 of the mailed knights. And we will have them...
Hail, my king.
He's going to stop there.
King.
Okay. That's fine. And left click to get... I don't want to left click. I want to right click. There you go. So they'll gather there. He's going to need some more troops. London, I want you to send out some spear militia. All the spear militia you can. And they're going to gather there. Alright. And York, do you have anything to give me? No, you don't have anything. Carnarvon, I know you're not going to have anything for me right now. Okay. So the Portuguese are, I guess, kind of mad. Which, what I need to do is, I need to scare them away.
To battle it is then, sire.
Yes, absolutely. We will sally forth out. Average victory, it's totally fine. No, we made peace with them, alright? And these are the general's bodyguard, so...
Glorious victory is ours, sire.
Totally okay. Let's go ahead and retrain these guys. Y'all did great. I'm going to also add some mailed knights here and a few more spearmen.
Joining forces, my lord.
Okay.
Splitting forces, sire.
Alright, so, let's see. Starting with the... Sorry if you heard the clap. I get kind of excited when I win. Crusade grows off to Cairo. Awesome. Small church. Okay, war declared between Poland and Egypt. Milan, very good. Well, they should be pretty happy with us. We did marry into their house, so they should be totally okay with us being there. What is the population details here? 70% Catholic, 13% pagan, 2% heretic. Let's go ahead and change that. Let's go ahead and add a church to this. Oh yes, that's right. I wanted to take Bruges. Let me get another priest. And, okay, so here are these guys here. Is there anything else that I can build that might... Oh yeah, the inn. That's where I'm going to get the... And the ballista maker. Ballistas would be great. It's a small town. I'll be able to help take him out. And then I'll also support them with... We'll give them a couple of knights to help out. And, some more peasants.
I bring word from the mighty Reich.
No.
Very well. It is you.
Absolutely. Alright, so here we go. So it was William the First, who was the first king of England, and what's so special about him, he was not actually English, he was French, or Norman, northern France. Then after that, you have William the Second. William the Second, I think he was killed mysteriously while hunting, I think. I'm doing the song in my head because I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. William II was killed out hunting, or so they believe. It was very suspicious circumstances on how William II died. Then you have Henry I, which was, I believe, another son to William I. But Henry I became the next king. And then, of course, you have Stephen, King Stephen. Okay. Then you have Henry II.
Hail, my king.
Okay, hold on. We'll stop at Henry II. We'll stop at Henry II. I need to gather myself here. Okay, those guys are on their way over there.
Joining forces, my lord.
I'm going to deal with these brigands later.
Hail, my king.
Yes, brigands.
Yes, my liege.
Okay.
Making camp here, noble sire.
I can't upgrade the walls just yet. And these things are still being retrained. Okay,
The
so
enemy
what did I
lays
say?
siege to our people, sire.
Henry II. That's right. Then you have Richard I, and I believe Richard I was
We would ask you
Richard.
to lower your swords and hear us out.
Yeah, sure.
Both wise and
I'm sure the Pope told you not to do that anymore. I think Richard I was Richard the Lionheart, and I think he was part of the first set of Crusades. I'm trying to. Oh, my European history is really bad. I really need to brush up on it. Oh, and the Holy Roman Empire decided to take out Antwerp. All right. I mean, I can't say that I didn't see that coming, but let's see. We'll add a ballista maker here, and I don't need more hobilars. Longbowmen. Okay, let's go ahead and do that.
The Kaiser's finest.
Though I might be able to take these guys out.
Face me in battle. It is the honorable way to resolve this.
Sure.
Marching to war.
We might be able to do this. I'm not even gonna worth fighting it because it's a peasant army. Jesus. Okay. And I can't. I mean, their numbers are. Oh, this is all they have.
Accept my challenge.
I should just stick to the walls. I will send a contingent. Oh, I can't do anything yet. I gotta wait for these guys to. God diggity dog.
Hail my king. With honor, sire.
Okay. And then I'm going to declare war. Next turn, I'm going to declare war in Scotland. Alright, so then we have Richard I, which was Richard the Lionheart. King John. And what's funny about King John was a king who was restricted in rule by the Magna Carta, if I'm not mistaken. He was doing some real shady stuff, and the nobles were getting pissed off at him. And Hubert Durham, proven commander, knight fighter. Yeah, his loyalty is pretty high. Marks war talent for him. Yeah, you're more than welcome to become my adopted son. Town ready for upgrade. Carnarvon. We'll upgrade the walls too, just because we don't want overcrowding to happen. I failed the mission, that's fine. The Pope doesn't have to like me. He'll probably die soon. I think we've had this Pope for a while. Okay. Oh yes. Time to declare war upon... Oh, I need a diplomat to do that. I can't, you know, for some odd reason I can't just send guys out. Oh, York. I need to upgrade York as well. Once again. Alright, here we go. So these guys will send us these. We'll spend 1 unit of archers to help.
To war then, sire.
And then
make camp here, sire.
we'll replace the archers that we lost. The other one and that. Okay. We're losing money. And it's not good. It's not good. So yeah. So then you have Henry III. Okay. I'm gonna try to do something. I'm gonna try to do something really crazy when I do the editing of this video. Maybe I'll add pictures of each monarch or something. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, Jason, in the future, while you're editing this, make sure you add, like, I don't know, something. All right. I don't care what it is. Just whatever you're gonna do. Just surprise me on that. I'm talking to I'm leaving a note for myself in the future. That's actually kind of weird. But yeah, so Henry III, Edward I, then you have Edward II and Edward III. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Edward II of England hated the Scots for whatever reason. And I think that's where he's depicted in Braveheart, with Mel Gibson. Edward II fought against the Scots because he hated them for whatever reason. Probably thought that they were barbarians when they're not. Scots are awesome. I mean, has anyone seen the movie Brave? It's an amazing film. Then you have Richard II. And then after that, this is where it starts to get kind of interesting, because then you start to get, like, you're not into the Tudors yet. You're kind of like, what was before the Tudor house? It wasn't the Stuarts. Stuarts came after the Tudors. Oh, I don't know what this era would be called. Because you have Henry the IV, then Henry the V, and then Henry the VI, Edward the VI, then Edward the V, Richard the III. Now, Richard the III is actually kind of interesting because he was...
Hail, my king.
Hold on, yes. There are no hostilities between you and the settlement owners. If you're attacking now, it would be considered a declaration of war. Are you sure you wish to proceed? Yes.
By your will, sire, we shall engage.
And we will...
Laying siege, noble sire.
Take to the walls. Alright. Maintain.
We shall prevail in this siege, sire.
It's totally okay.
These are the Reichswaters.
Okay. I probably need to... Oh, I can't do anything.
Sire. To war then, sire.
Jeezums. Okay. Alright, we're gonna get our money back. It's just a matter of time. What was I saying? Oh, Richard III. Yay, the Pope is... Oh, the Pope is dead. Oh, no. The papal elections. Okay. I'm gonna support Spain. I think... Is that right? The Spanish Pope went? Yes, he did. Alright, good. So, that's gonna give me some leeway here. When fighting with these guys. Alright.
As you will, my king. To battle.
We're going to assault the castle. Only 178 men. I think we'll be fine. Okay, so yeah, Richard III is interesting because Richard III, he was supposedly a really good king. All right, people loved him, but then because of him fighting wars with Henry VII, who is the next king of England, and he died. Richard III was killed in battle, if I'm not mistaken. We'll wait it out. Let's wait for clear weather. Actually, foggy weather is pretty good because I don't think I have too many archer units, so this is fine. They have low visibility, they can't see us. This is great. Okay.
Units, await my orders.
All right, let's get the order of battle here. Yeah. I want the siege towers going close to the walls. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna have those guys go there, those guys go there, there, and take the ram the gate. Alright, and they're off. Hopefully our siege towers survive. Alright, so yeah, so Richard III fought wars with Henry VII, who is actually Henry VIII's dad. And what's so funny is that when William Shakespeare comes into play, I want to say it's a conspiracy theory. It's a historical conspiracy theory, but I'm not sure. I haven't been able to actually prove it yet, or it's common knowledge, or it's commonly accepted that Shakespeare was approached by Elizabeth I to make the Richard III sound really, really bad because of the fact that she fought wars with their household. And I'm stuttering for whatever reason. It's kind of difficult to commentate. And speaking historically. All right, here we go. The billmen are. Come on, guys, put those ladders up. Come on. I don't know what this.
Siege towers have reached the walls.
I don't know what this guy's doing.
Battering ram is in place. It'll not
Alright.
be long before our men have reached the walls with their ladders.
Here we go. Oh, we do. Oh. I had 3 units of archers. Get over there. Alright.
Men have done well. The gates
There we go.
have fallen.
The gates are down. And they're coming off the walls. Here we go. Time to pour through the walls. Edinburgh is ours.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls belong to us now.
Oh, look at the billmen. They're chasing after the militia. Oh no. Oh boy. The billmen are going to do great against these bodyguards. Come on, guys. I don't know why they did this. Alright, let's check it out. Come on, Bill. Oh, come on, guys. Y'all have bill hooks. You should be able to. There you go. There goes one. There goes another one. Look at that. Look at that. Beautifully. Go after those guys. Scots still have control of the walls. Oh, did they wipe out an... Oh, wow. They took out an entire unit of billmen. Wow. Okay. Okay. March towards them. Jeez. Okay, so then after Richard III, like I said, you have Henry VI, Henry VIII. We all know the story of Henry VIII. I'm Henry VIII, I am. Well, I don't think that song actually pertains to him, but Henry VIII and his lovely wives. I think there was only one wife that I actually did kind of wish he married. I want to say, well, his last wife was like the best wife for him.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Because she actually stuck with him, which was very sweet. Even though he died of syphilis and everything else like that. Then you have Edward VI. Edward VI of, I think, yeah, Edward VI. Then Mary the First. That's Bloody Mary. And then you have Elizabeth I. Then James the First, but James the First was also the James the Sixth of Scotland, if I'm not mistaken. I think. And then you have Charles the First. Charles the First didn't rule very well. It got to the point to where people didn't like him all that much, and decided, you know what? Hey, let's get rid of you. And they killed him. He lost his head. And then after that, you have like the no monarchy. That's when the Parliament ruled. You have Oliver Cromwell and his religious right Puritans taking control. You have the, what was it, the war, not the War of the Roses. That was between the three Henry. I think that was the War of the Henrys. I think. No, this was War of This is the English Revolution, I think. This is between the Roundheads and the Cavaliers. Then you have one of my favorites, which is Charles II. Charles II was a party animal. This guy was a party king because Charles II comes back and restores the monarchy. Hooray! You know, and after... Oops, I lost my entire unit? Seriously? Seriously? I lost that entire thing? Well, they're gonna go in. Oh, yeah, I would be happy too after you took out a unit of... What did they take out? Spear militia. These billmen aren't gonna stop. They're the vanguard. Excuse us. Excuse me. Excuse me. Coming through.
By St. George, our men have taken control of the city.
Alrighty. There we go. Sweet. There we go. Never mind. I don't know if the bill hook is actually that thin. I kind of do wish they would remake this game. Another medieval. There he goes.
Victory will be ours.
Oh no, that wasn't the general. The general's right there. Ooh. Oh, he's surrounded. This is over with. Meanwhile, the vanguard has engaged the enemy. You should play like Scotland the Brave. That would have been a nice little touch to the to this part of the game.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead. We've sent the base cur to hell.
Yay! The base cur has gone to hell.
The enemy army flees the field. This is a clear victory.
Yeah, they only have 5 men
Only
remaining,
men of great
and that was
virtue
Prince
and
David.
valor.
Okay, so the king is somewhere else. I speak Spanish to God, Italian to women, French to men, and German to my horse. Charles V.
Glory, honor, victory.
All right,
Our courage and honor have conquered.
we're gonna occupy the settlement.
I look forward to fighting you, noble enemy.
Scotland has fallen. There's still one more province up there.
Once I kill you, your family's next.
Jeez. Okay. No need to repair. Retrain. Okay. Well. Projected totals. Projected profits. Okay. You should have a decent sized treasury by this. Alright. Need to help out. There we go.
Ours, sire. By your command.
And
Orders, sire.
we need to take Antwerp, but we can't do anything because our units are... I hope the Danes are not there because they're going to take Bruges. I really hope. Mary of Canterbury. Okay. Alright, so I didn't get through the entire list of monarchs, so I'm going to do this now. Okay, so Charles II, Then you have James II. Then you have William and Mary. All right. But Mary is known as Mary II. I believe that's going to be William the... How many Williams are we up to now? Jeez. William the Third, maybe? Maybe. I don't know. I think... But it's William and Mary. And then you have Angloria. Queen Angloria, who ruled for a short time. And then you have the German... The three German kings. No, four German kings. George the First, George the Second, George the Third, and then you have George the Fourth, and then after that you have William the Fourth, Queen Victoria, who reigned for 60 years, awesome queen. Then you have Edward the Seventh. Man, okay, this is getting a little bit harder. Because we're getting close to World War II, and I remember Churchill, I just don't remember the monarchy. And actually don't... Oh, was it Chamberlain? Who was the Prime Minister before Churchill? I think it was Chamberlain, but that's not important. We're doing the monarchy here. Then you have Edward the Seventh, George the Fifth, Edward the Seventh, then George the Sixth, and then the current one, Elizabeth II. She's the current monarch right now, and she's not gonna go out anytime soon. At least I hope, because King what was it, Prince Charles? Yeah, he's of Wales. Yeah, King Charles he would be Charles the... Well, I don't know if he's actually related to any of the other ones, but probably not. But I know Elizabeth II, they actually did a study of Elizabeth II's bloodline, and she can retrace her blood all the way back to William I, which is amazing. That is simply amazing. So who's not to say that Charles is part of the Stuart or the Charles house? But there was one little fact that I wanted to share with you all, in case you didn't know, and I want to say it was George V, who was King of England during World War I. I believe it was George V. George V, Kaiser Wilhelm, and Tsar Nicholas II are all cousins. They're all related. And if you actually look at a picture of, I want to say it's George V. I really do, but I will correct myself in the edit. If you actually look at a picture of Tsar Nicholas II and George V, they look identical. It's pretty crazy. Of course, Wilhelm II had a mustache, not a beard. Tsar Nicholas II and George V had awesome beards. But anyway, guys, I'm going to thank you for joining me on this little historical roller coaster ride. We managed to take Edinburgh. We managed to upset the Holy Roman Empire for some odd reason, just because we wouldn't become a vassal. A pope died. We have a cardinal. We're going to try to get a few more cardinals out there. So thank you all for joining me. Of course, I will see you all in the next video. Take care, and adios.